Okay. Wasn't really for sure if we were going to talk about this. I was actually getting ready to record my videos for Faceve and Gamrot, and I think it has to be talked about. I know I'm a little later on it, but I don't want this video just to be me upset and me not understanding what we do here. So tonight we had Valentina Shevchenko trying to regain her title in the Mexican crowd, all these things. Mexican Independence Day, I believe, against Alexa Grasso, who pulled it out in her last fight, in their first fight, and got a rear naked choke. A face crank, a neck crank, it was a rear naked choke, just not under her chin, whatever. In a fight again, she was losing in. This time, there's two definitive moments for Alexa Grasso in this fight. In round number 2, she drops Valentina as Valentina is exiting the pocket. When both women hit each other, Valentina was exiting on the retreat and gets caught with almost like a shovel hook type thing. It was almost like a jab, a hook almost. And it drops Valentina. It stumbles her, she goes back, she gets up, and she continues to fight. And in my opinion, if a fighter is winning before a knockdown and is winning after the knockdown, that knockdown doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. I could see the fighter that was in charge of that round before the knockdown, if he is getting kind of beat up a little bit and the back half after you've knocked him down, then okay, that round is yours. Either way, let's give her that round and say that, okay, Alexa Grasso won that round. Valentina won the first. Grasso won the second because of that. Okay, that's 1-1. 1-1. Okay, so then you go to 2. Not very close. Valentina Shevchenko. That's 2-1. Then you go to the third round where it was complete domination by Valentina Shevchenko. Could have given her a 10-8. I guess 10-9. We'll talk about it here in a second why that could be a 10-8 round. Okay, that's 3-1. Then you go to the fourth one, which was a little bit closer. Still thought Valentina Shevchenko won because of her takedowns. I get it. Maybe it wasn't as long as it could have been, but that was the most definitive moment in that round. Okay? That's 3-1. 3-1. I may have done that wrong, but that's 2-1. That's 3 rounds. Fourth round, I'm going to make it 3-1. So, fifth round, Valentina, I thought, was kind of losing that round. Kind of not winning it. Grasso was doing some good stuff with her movement and her footwork and her combinations. Shevchenko gets a hold of her like she had done the entire fight. Tries to just muscle her down. Loses the position. Ends up in a pretty bad position. Doesn't really defend for a moment. We've seen some weird stuff when that happens. But Valentina fights out of it. They go for a rear naked choke. Grasso goes for a rear naked choke. Doesn't get the rear naked choke. And at the last moment, Valentina, I believe, ends up on top. And then the fight's over. So, how I scored it was 4-1 Valentina. I could see 3-2 Valentina. I don't see a round at all in there. A third round for Alexa Grasso. And I judged this fight. I was literally thinking about it while I wasn't just watching it, having to go back and score it. I was scoring it while I was watching. It's not that hard to do for me. So, scorecard comes out. Bruce Buffer comes, says the score, 48-47, Grasso. Okay. Not correct, but all right. 48-47, Shevchenko. Okay. 47-47. This fight is announced a split draw, and still. Okay. So then it shows both of the judges. I remember Saul D'Amato, the other person, and then Mike Bell. Mike Bell did not give, no judge gave Shevchenko that third round a 10-8. The reason why that's weird is because that fifth round with a minute left, which, sorry, Valentina was closer to finishing Shevchenko than, or Shevchenko was closer to finishing Grasso than Grasso was to finish Shevchenko. Mike Bell gave Grasso a 10-8 in that fifth round. What are we doing? Actually, what are we doing? That's not a 10-8 round. And if that is a 10-8 round, you give Shevchenko a 10-8 round in round number 3. Because not only did you take control of that fight, but besides giving your fighter the win, which is obviously Alexa Grasso, you did the other thing you could do. Make it a draw. And now you're talking about how, I'm going to talk to my coaches. We'll see if this fight happens again. There's no goddamn question this fight happens again. You stole the title from Shevchenko. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Fine. I can live with the fact Grasso won the fifth round. Hey, guess what? Just because she wins the fifth round, she doesn't win the fight. It's clear. Good for her for doing really good at the end of that fifth round. She looked great. You didn't win the fight. You lost 3 other rounds because you couldn't defend the takedowns. You couldn't get off your back. This is not a diss on Alexa Grasso, and I don't want people going at her for it. This is a judging problem. It's awful. It sucks. I feel bad for Shevchenko. Honestly, I feel bad for Grasso because that was an awesome, highly enjoyable fight. And it's freaking ruined by Mike goddamn Bell. That's all I got. I don't really have any other words for it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm going to do these 11 fights now. Thank you guys so much. Peace.